Hello and welcome to the Paradotroy, a small physics thing. So like there's dust meets fire, that's not fire, that's fire, and then smoke, fire, heat, if it's that one, see there's fire, water, which probably turned to steam. No wait, hold on, that wasn't water, there's water. No steam though, I don't think. But it's a thing, it's free to play. So like, there's water, that's dust. Pause it, take some of the dust away. Go, oh look, we found C4, what a shame. Then we can zoom in with Z. Pause it, remove 1 pixel of C4, replace that 1 pixel of C4 with 1 pixel of fire. Yep, that's unpaused. And watch it try and erupt like a volcano but fail and implode. After a little while, that is. I'm so tired. Oh look, lightning. Oh wait, it's collapsing. And it's been struck by lightning. Quite explosive, really. Also, electricity, what's that? Works well with metal. What's this one? It's like line of metal. Spark. And it just goes and does its own little round trip. And like real physics, if I can find it, gold, here we go, transfers a lot faster. It's like and if you put them both there, you see gold goes a lot faster than normal metal. Way faster. And then you connect them up and it will make an infinite loop. So it does slow down. And then if you really mean, if I can find, well, between metal and gold, there is explosives, many different things by the way. Walls, destructible, like here at the edge, just to keep things interesting. Electronics with the metal is the spark, P-type silicon, N-type silicon, insulator, does not conduct heat and blocks electricity, useful in trying to make shielding for something. D-ray, tungsten, brittle metal with a very high melting point. Anywho, I was going explosives, thermite, because it gets really hot, and some gunpowder, just to keep things interesting. Now the thermite, if you go here, burns a little bit hotter than the other things. If you press F, it shows it frame by frame. You can see here what's happening. What's this? Blow persistent? Nope, bad idea. Velocity, better. Fancy, nothing. You can see this is the molten metal. There's fire. There's molten thermite over there now. Plasma. It's not very hot for plasma. Metal, fire. Where's the thermite? Oh, it's mixed in with the metal. I see. And then when it hits the gold, that'll melt. And then when it hits the water, that will evaporate into steam, also blocking the electrical currents that were there. Apparently water that's electrified doesn't turn to steam. Apparently that is. Now the gold solidified again, and is now just constantly conducting electricity. We're just going to go and bomb that. Boom, 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 boom. Also, I can set gravity to radial, which is very fun. It can also be off. Everything is like floats away. And radial. Radial is probably the more fun one. Then the heaviest things sink to the bottom, which is gold, and then thermite. No thermite. Nothing. No, don't see any thermite. Okay, enough. So that's molten metal underneath the gold. Is also not. You can cool things down again, which is pretty cool. Words, things. C5, don't know if that's a real thing or not. This explodes into sub-zero flame. So see, it's 108 Celsius now. A little bit of cold flame, go a flame. Now it's cold flame minus 273.15 Celsius. It collides with the gold slash metal. Still does not cool it down enough. Okay, so we're just gonna up that explosive a little bit, just a bit, and watch the frame rate die. I don't know, and see it turns the water that was there into snow. It would be ice, but the high pressure turned it to snow. Snow, sir. And there's metal, and there's gold. It's really fun. You can make a nuclear reactor, you can... Noble gas is a conductive gas, which is interesting. So you like spark the gold, and it goes through the noble gas turning into plasma, but surprisingly not actually melting the gold yet. There we go. And there's water, oil, it will diffuse into gas, and then explode. Lava, acid, which is apparently flammable. And there's also virus, which is also apparently flammable. Okay, let's go away from this. Let's look at something that some people have made. If it ever loads. What do you mean request timed out? No. Give me thing. Give me my thing. I want my thing. Okay, fine then. Give me my thing. Okay, I'll just do it myself then. So, for instance, powder, stone. Get some stone. It's the foundation. You get some little bit of salt there for the ocean. Well, ocean inverted commas. Powders. Some sand there. There. And thin that out. Some clay dust. Don't know why. This we call some anti-dust. What was it called? Anti-air. Very light dust, which behaves opposite gravity, so it's just going to lie up there. And a little bit of coal. Then I'm just going to cover that over with something more stone. Really, yeah. Concrete, sure. Okay, now thin that out. Whoop. And then Those are the skyscrapers. Skyscraper. It's skew, but what is? Skyscraper, you can hold control to draw like a box. Hold shift to draw a line and stuff there. Yay. And add the water for the ocean. The salt will dilute and become salt water, which is very cool. There's the clay dust becoming paste. It's a bit much water, I think. Let's just drop that. There we go. A little bit more reasonable. And then suddenly lightning strikes. Oh no, New York has been bombed. Oh no. Actually looks better that way. So now, bomb you, and you. Oh no, I missed. Oh boy. A casual 180 Celsius. And then some evil chaos magician comes in and is like, bleh. Oh, breaks that. Okay. The ocean just evaporated. And of course the anti-air, there's a vacuum here, it's getting, well no, it's high pressure here, that's why it's getting cool, because, whatever. Look, thunder thing. Ooh, okay. Ooh, early. Okay, the ocean just sort of stuck itself against the side of that building. Let's make some fireworks and some fire and boom! More pretty. Yay. Now let's gravity off. Concrete's going crazy, gravity radio. Oh boy. Concrete sort of stacks upon itself very easily. Stone, concrete, vertical. It's a shame this game doesn't have any sound effects. It'd be so cool. And then there's virus, which turns everything it touches into virus. So like, because this is warm, it's melting and then flowing that way. And then to counter that, we have a thing called soap. There we go. It's devirusing it. Oh, that's the anti-air. That's so cool. So very damn cool. Okay, so that's those things. You also get photons and neutrons and electrons, which apparently make hydrogen when it comes into contact with neutrons, the electrons that is. Off, radio. What else? There's a thing called deuterium, which likes to explode with neutrons, I think. Yep, that's the one. It's practically a nuclear explosion, technically. What else? Ooh. Oh, it's igniting the hydrogen. What's that? Tesla coil. Hello. Not too much. I was about to control Z. Don't actually know if that works. So, like this. Spark it. Then do that. Okay. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, on. Boom. Boom. That is so cool. Battery. That works. Kind of annihilated the battery. Could always insulate, that's an idea. That's where insulation comes in. Spores, let's minimize, make small. Okay, so battery there. Car. Insulator. Hold on. Let's do the wiring first. Let's use gold. Gold. We love gold. Just like there. There. Let's get that bit. Okay, that bit is dead. Well, not dead. You know what I mean. Insulation was up here, in no, useful bit now. And just insulate that. And get rid of the little bits. What's that, deuterium? Yep, that's not a good thing to have in there. Okay, the gold melted. It would have worked. Look, more deuterium. I wonder what happens if it meets some neutrons. Okay, hold on. I will make it more exciting. Oh no, deuterium. I wonder what happens when it meets neutrons. It does a boom thing. Makes the Tesla coil very hot. Let's just plant a singularity there. Also, Newtonian gravity. So, the neutrons, I think, yes. Okay, singularity's gone. Let's make a black hole. Where are you? There we go. There. Black holes are fun. There's still some singularity left there. Reason why black holes are fun, mostly because photons. Okay, now those random explosions of photons and electrons happen, and I don't know why. I've not been able to find a common denominator. Like photons explodes. It's great for an orbiting simulator. Okay, go away. Black hole, black hole, hole that is black. So black, radioactive photons. Neutrons. More photons. Some electrons. This is kind of bad. I think I'm tired. Protons. Protons also make hydrogen, I think. Yeah, a lot more hydrogen. Gravitons are fun. They make their own gravitational anomalies and can start going towards each other. I don't know if what happens if they meet a black hole. Go straight through it without really doing anything to it. Okay, so protons just go through black holes. Black holes still there, yeah, black holes still there. And then electrons, and suddenly hydrogen everywhere. Like spores, electrons, protons, hydrogen. Large amounts of hydrogen. Okay. Protons, neutrons. Nothing. But electrons makes hydrogen with both of them. What else? Oh, exotic is fun. That one is exotic. Neutrons. like nullify it, like removing the interesting color, making it grey and blobby. It still glows from time to time, like that. And electrons excite it. It gets all sparkly and pretty. Add a bit more electrons and more sparkly and pretty. The first LGBT material, exotic, and electrons. It's very pretty. Pretty. Words, English. More. Oh gosh. It does like to explode. But how pretty is that? It's like la-di-da. If I could sing I would make an angel choir sound, but I can't. Alas, I cannot. Electrons, electrons. It's gonna explode soon, electron. Oh my word. That is so pretty. Electrons. I feel like that might have been a little bit too much. Or not. Holy crap. What have I created? It's so pretty. Okay, let's see if we can blow it up now. Okay, that is a bit slow. Is it still not blowing up? I wonder what happens with virus, which is there, and these things. No, it turns into gas. Wonder if it turns other things into virus. It does. The exotic. The exotic is so pretty there. It is turning everything into virus now. Wonderful. Vertical off. Makes it a bit more vulnerable to the bad, not bad things. What am I thinking? Saying, oh my word, I'm so tired. Okay, radial. I need a vacuum. Here, you can see here with one turning to the pressure. So blue is negative pressure and red is positive pressure. So it's like its own black hole. No, wrong one. Now while this is all the gas, just soak that gas. I like using small amounts. Makes it seem cooler. Once it's been soaked, it kind of just deviruses. Nope. Not going anywhere. The exotic is still there, if a bit nullified. Yawn, 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 yawn. Some anti-air. Shoot down those planes, you know, because they totally want to bomb me. I am so tired. Well, that was Powder Joy. It has some really amazing things, like, let's get rid of that. In here, if it ever works, well, it does normally work. But, oh wait, there we go. Okay, thermite smelter, sap rising. It's a bit late now, but you can see there, like, reactors. People literally make reactors. Like, look at this. With remote controls and everything. Like, turn it on. In here is water, which is getting distilled water, pipe is distilled water, that goes there, I think. What's that? Yes. Becomes steam, I think. Okay. So the steam goes through there, it gets really, really, really hot. There's some E-wall, yes, and just E-wall, there's something else. Neutrons, here they are. That so there's a bit of steam there that constantly gets piped through and kept hot. That then evaporates that water that gets piped in from there, which then goes through there. This being the turbines, that then gets transformed and adapted and piped, transferred to the houses, and then the steam goes there. I think some of it goes up there, but in this particular one the steam just ends up going around again. I think gets cooled down, then drips down, then gets piped back here, just gets sent over again. And that, children, is a nuclear reactor. Let's activate that and that. You can see things breaking apart. And then suddenly a black hole appears out of nowhere. Yeah, I had it. A large black hole appears out of nowhere. And then not a lot notices because it's all pretty solid. And then suddenly lightning strikes. But no, damage falls from the sky, literally breaking everything. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that just annihilated the shield for some reason. Well, I say for some reason, it's a very dangerous material. This here damage, this is something. The walls you can't break, they're indestructible. They don't conduct heat or electricity. Really, really hot stone. It's made of diamond, you can just delete that. And that, everyone, is a destroyed nuclear reactor. Thank you all for watching, and fare thee well, and good night. Many good nights. So tired. I don't know why. I do love all of you. All 12 of you. Even if one of you is a cannibal, I will still love you. Goodbye and fare thee well. No. Frame rate? What frame rate? I see no frame rate here. Looks like a bird flapping over there. Caw, caw, caw.